So let's imagine we have two players in a head-to-head match of Texas Hold'em poker. In this hand, player 2 with the ace-7 would win, with a 2-pair ace-high. Player 1, on the other hand, would only have a 2-pair of 9-high. Of course, this is how it works for normal Texas Hold'em. Each player is dealt 2 cards of their own, 5 cards are dealt for the community. Each player takes their 5 best cards, and the highest hand wins. Now, something I've noticed when playing poker video games is, what if we could have 6 and 7 card hands instead of just 5? How would that expand the game? What kind of new combinations would there be? Well, if we look at this hand as an example, player 1 would actually win because they have a 3-pair, not just a 2-pair. They have 1 pair of 8s, 1 pair of 4s, and there's a pair of 9s for the community. So for this video, what I've done is I've created all the extra combinations, ran the calculations, and ranked them in relation to the normal 5-card poker hands. I've called this expanded set of poker Ultimate Poker. Alright, so first thing I want to say right off the bat is, for my calculations I could have made a mistake, and I probably did. I only spent a few nights learning probabilities and how to calculate poker hands, so take my personal calculations of these new hands with a grain of salt, and if someone would like to double check them, if you're a mathematician or you just know this stuff, that'd be really great. We could figure out what these probabilities really are. But going on to the spreadsheet now. So on column X here, the hands highlighted in blue are the ones just from standard poker hand. And all the ones in yellow are the new ones we get with Ultimate Poker. So the blue hands, these percentages are correct. I just pulled them from the Wikipedia webpage, so we can go with those being correct. But all the new ones I calculated myself. So now going through the new ones. 3-pair is just 3 pairs, as we saw in the intro video. Super straight, a straight of 6 long, ultimate straight, 7 long. You guys can kind of figure these out. Triple double though. A triple double is 2 3-of-a-kinds. Super full house. What would that one be? I don't know why I'm blanking. 4 of a house is 4 of a kind in a pair. Ultimate full house is 3 of a kind and 4 of a kind. Super straight flush makes sense. Ultimate straight flush, same deal. Super royal flush, ultimate royal flush, makes sense. Now straight pair and flush pair. You can get these with, just a flush of 5, and then you have an extra pair on the end. And then same for straight flush pair and royal flush pair. Super full house would be, oh yes, I remember now. A 3-of-a-kind and 2-pair. Now for the super full house hand, actually, I found an old YouTube video, I'll put it in the description, where this guy did the math and calculated it, so I just copied his. I'm pretty sure that's correct, and you guys can go watch the original video if you like. So, I did all my math. Everything's based off the 133 million hands. You find how many there are, just divide it by that named sum. I also did the odds to 1 just to have a little reference there. I think I did pretty good on most of these. The 3 that I'm really concerned about are the ones I've highlighted here. Calculating these hands can be difficult because you have to subtract for other hands that would also include with it. That really comes up with like the royal flushes and straight flushes, because if you count a normal flush and do the calculations without subtracting for the larger hands, your day is going to get all thrown off. So yeah, I would appreciate someone to double check my work here. Alright, now we go to the rankings of them. So, like with normal poker hands, the hands that are the least likely to get are worth the most and rank above the other ones. So, I've just ordered them here as such. I think the findings are kind of interesting. Obviously, to get a 6 or 7 card hand, it's a lot less likely in a 5 card, so all of the yellows are basically ranked, well, higher than all of the normal ones. But they do have some interesting cases. All these flush pairs, straight pairs, super flush, super straight, it all slots between the quads and full house. That's kind of interesting. I mean, full house is obviously 2.6%, not likely, but at least you kind of get some gradation going to the quads. So I find that kind of cool. And then 3 pair, if I did my math correctly, is actually less likely than quads. So that means it beats it. I know that kind of sounds weird, but if the math checks out, then that's how it's ranked, right? Only 0.313, that's not likely. Ultimate straight, super full house, 4 of a house. But then straight flush is still very high up there. I mean, you got about, 17 hands below the straight flush. Only one between the royal and straight flush, though, and that's the ultimate flush. And then here's the top 7 of the stupidly unlikely stuff. Obviously, the ultimate royal flush, there's only 4 ways to get that, so you'll probably get that in 1 in every 33 million hands. Probably not happening. Ultimate straight flush would be next. Super royal flush, so that would be ace through 9. Yes. There's only 180 ways to get that. The ultimate full house, so that's quads and trips, is ranked 4. Royal flush pair is number 5. So that would be getting a royal flush and then a pair on the end of it. Straight flush pair, super straight flush. You guys can read the rest. So what are the actual applications of this? I mean, I don't know. Probably not many. I guess it could break some ties, like with the video example I showed you with people having 2 pair, but one person has a little extra, so they win the hand outright. Yeah, I guess the only application would be there would probably be next to no split pots. And I don't play poker professionally or anything. I just play on the side every now and then, so just on video game. So I don't know how eliminating split pots would affect the game. Would that be a bad thing? Maybe it would. I don't know. But I think it's kind of fun just to look through all this and see what a 7 card hand would be like. So yeah, I think that's about all I got for the video. Like I said, if someone could check my math, that'd be really helpful. But yeah, that is my calculations for Ultimate Poker. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one.